Daniel Nazima, the young, intelligent man from Zambia who came as an international student to Australia and became a role model, a potential, and a mentor to a lot of Africans. He deals with education and he arranges a lot of seminars involving international students. He's a really think tank and is a really big shaker and mover here in Australia. Let's listen to what he has to say.
If I'm a kid that's come from a not war-torn country and we've moved here as economic migrants, I don't really have that much trauma in my life that I'm going to go off the rails. But the situation is possible because now I've found this freedom here that I wouldn't have had back home. I'm exposed to kids that call their parents by their first name. I've never done that, and where my school has never happened, where I could see a child disrespect their parent right in front of me. Right. I've never seen that before. It doesn't happen where I come from because we have clear boundaries on what you can say, what you can't say about your parents or to your parents. So if you're in a situation where there's 90% of the individuals at your school, you're in high school, and they can talk back and they say certain things to their parents that you have never dreamt of, and that they're your peers. You go home and you say it, or you'll say it one time when you're frustrated and you see the effect that it has on your parents, because 9 times out of 10, if I'm reacting a certain way, so if you're a parent and you're screaming at me, I'm going to be angry. Generally, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to take it. But if I've got the opportunity to talk back and to make you as uncomfortable as I am about this conversation, and I can do that and you won't do anything about it, for a kid, they'll try it. And if they can get away with it, that now becomes the pattern, because they want you to feel as uncomfortable as they feel. So the way I do it, I've got kids, but the way I do it is more of I can't discipline them the way my parents used to discipline me, but I do it from a consequential perspective. Whatever you do, you're going to have to feel the consequences of your actions, and that's pretty much it. So at the end of the day, you ask me for something, I'll give it to you. But if you break it, it's broken. I'm not going to be upset. It just means that you've got nothing to play with from now on. If you drop your food and I tell you not to move the food and you do move the food, if it's dropped, it's dropped. I'm not gonna be upset with you. It just means you've got no food. So at the end of the day, you're feeling the consequences, and you've got to listen to what I tell you, because I'm telling you from a perspective of knowledge. I know what's going to happen. 9 times out of 10, most of us will come back to our mums or our dads and say, look, they tell you not to do something, you go and do it, and then you're calling them to bail you out.
The issues we Africans are going through at the moment, it's really affecting African youth psychologically, mentally, and socially. Because, for instance, when you see on TV your continent or your country being described as a third world country, how would you feel? Humanity is equal, but our European brothers are way ahead of us in science and technology, and it's not trickling down to Africans, because our experts, our scientists, our technologists are moving away to the Western world to go improve their skills and to use their talents to help Western economies, while Africa is just there. We're not improving. We're importing everything down to Africa when we should be producing, manufacturing, and designing our own technology. But unfortunately, Africans in diaspora are not really eager to come down to Africa to come help out, simply because of insecurity, corruption, and fear for their lives.